Today I'll show you how to make this junk journal long narrow kit from my Etsy shop, collagetype.etsy.com. This kit is called Sage and Willow Christmas Narrow Junk Journal Kit. When you're done, it will look like this or similar. Here's some pockets, tags, fun tickets. Here's a frame, more tags, more little elements, pocket. Here's a long narrow pocket, a few more tags. Here's a belly band with a miniature journal in there. Another frame, fun envelope, put your stuff in. Another frame, there's the back. Let's get started. So I finished cutting out these 3 frames I'm going to use. I'm going to show you how to do some inking. I like to ink all the edges of everything I do. Excuse me. It covers up any of the white spots I may have missed when I was cutting, because the paper I'm using is white. And it just gives everything kind of a vintage feel. So this is what all you have to do. You just go around all your edges. If you have the back sides of something, you need to do both sides, front and back. This is a new ink pad, and it's real easy. I don't have to keep going back and getting my inker, this little sponge with more ink on it. So my advice always is get everything ready. Not sure what I'm going to do with these tickets. These are some actual vintage antique tickets that I have. I have a whole collection of them. And it's always so much work kind of getting them in there. This is a fun little piece. This happens to be, it's real small. I reduced it way down. This is a receipt for a tractor that my husband's dad bought in the 40s. Brand new John Deere. My husband is an old farmer from Indiana. And now, before you ink, also would be the time if you want to do any corners where you're not going to have such sharp edges on them. Maybe you want sharp edges. That's easy to do. Let's see if I have something here that I'm going to do corners on. This one I cut them, but now would be the time if you're going to do them. Now would be the time. I think I'll do this with the small. So you just get it in there. That's done. So this is how you do the inking. And it's great because it'll cover up edges. Now, I like to keep all my things pretty organized. You can see where that one, I missed an edge. These will go in pockets or the envelope, and this is why I printed them on the back, so they're just two-sided. I'll just do these, and then I'm probably going to have to finish up later to show you. So that's how you do the inking. I have everything cut out that I'm going to use in this project, and I just want to show you a couple of things, like about cutting the inside of a frame. This one is pretty easy. I'm just going to make a score line, like a cross shape. Oh, I think I need a better, sharper knife. Let's try this one. Once you do that, now these are open, you can get your scissors in there. And I'll use these smaller scissors, and I'll just kind of show you what to do. So much easier that way than trying to punch a hole or something like that. So that's how you do this. Then you carefully go around it. I'm taking these double sheets. I'm going to show you, I already folded these. So these are right in the center. The scorer tool is a little bit too short, so I thought I would just do it this way, fold it. This is part of the scoreboard. This little burnisher fits in there. Get that folded. Now you take each one, figure out the way you want it to go. Make sure they're all facing upright. You can never check your work too much. I'm just kind of going to go through this and determine what I want this to look like. I'm going to need a cover too. So let's pretend this is the journal. This is how the pages would look if you open them. You can switch them all around. I think that so far it's looking pretty good. So do I like that? Yep. And then this one. So you'll end up, this page right here would make a great cover and back. So I might leave that one out for that. Or I can take one of these. These are some of the backing sheets. And I could make like that one a cover. Just have to cut it. Maybe cut it this way. Like that a lot. What was that sheet in here? I actually think I like this one. And I like how it says sage. So what I'll do with this sheet, I'll cut it right down the center. And that'll be the front and the back. And then I'll show you how we glue these pages together. The way I'm putting this together is like this. Whoops, this will be the back. I cut this one, and this will be the front. Here's the front. Let me just set those to the side. So what's happening is I'm gluing back to back. See right there? I didn't get enough glue. Let's put a little bit more. Want to get your edges really good. I was using a different kind of glue and I decided to go back to using my glue stick. My glue stick works really, really well. I'm using that burnisher. Here's my pages so far. See them stuck together right here? I'll take this glue. This is art glitter, but I hear that it doesn't adhere very well, or not adhere. That doesn't ship very well if you live in a real cold area. I live in Northern California. Not too bad here. We're going to take care of that spine at the end. It's going to be fun. I'll show you what we'll do. This is just a real basic tutorial to get you started. You know, I use this other glue. Not this one, and not my glue stick. I use this paste. It's pretty cold and moist today, and maybe that was the problem. You want to keep checking your work. Let me put that back if I can. You want to keep checking your work because you just want to make sure everything you just can't look too much. You want to make sure that everything is going in the right direction. Okay, the front, and this doesn't have to be the front. It can be any way you want it to be. So I have two more, so I'll show you how I did them. Maybe I'll put that one in the front. So there's actual, yeah, I'll put that one in the back. I was thinking maybe I'd put this one in the front because you'd have a list if you wanted to. So we're always looking, making sure. Okay. I'm going to use a glue stick. I like to glue the folder and not the next paper. So I'll put this here. Make sure the camera can see you, or see it, sorry, not you. Get all your, I really like a glue stick. It just comes out nice and creamy and thick. They're very inexpensive. I don't know where you live. I buy mine at Costco online. You can get a whole bunch of them for not a ton of money. They do go fast though, because you're just using a lot, you know. Get those edges real good. You can always go back in, but it's ideally you don't want to have to do that. This is the back. This is going to be the front, correct. So the way I like to do this is I like to put my paper that way. Open this one up. Now we can go back and trim, but ideally, the less trimming, the better. Kind of struggling here a little bit. Let's try that again. There we go. On there. Okay. So now you saw how I did that. So this is coming right along. I have to let this dry a little bit. That's good. Okay, and here's the back. So we're going to glue the back. Isn't that what I said? I like to do the folder itself. we'll take a piece of paper at the end. Okay, here's the back. Oh, I did not get that on there again. There we go, it's on. I like this page. I love these birds that I chose when I was designing this paper. I like my edges real crisp. So we're doing very well there. Now I'll show you how I'm gonna put the front on. This is a really fun front. Line up as much as you can to the edge that's open, not these folds, because we're gonna cover those folds up. So we'll do the same. And we'll glue this really good, these edges. Just make sure. It's gonna go on this way. Gonna line up this outer edges better if we can. And the top and the bottom. Okay. Front. Oh, it's coming along. I love this. Love this design. Those pages, they won't stick. Once that glue gets all dried, you just keep opening them up. Here I'm telling you it won't stick and they're stuck, but it won't. It's because I'm pressing down real hard. If you want, you can leave it open a little bit for a short time to let it dry if you have something else you can do, which is probably what we'll do, and this will be the back. Let's just, once again, everything's going the right direction. Here we go. Where you want to get glue all over the whole page, but you really want to make sure it's along these edges. We could make a fold out for this, but I'm not going to for this tutorial. I'm just going to make the kit the way it's designed, just to show you. And then from that point, you can create fold outs and watch. There we go. Now we can always trim if we don't get it on there just right. With your scissors, you can trim little edges up. We're going to ink it a little bit. So there we go. We have this part done. We're going to put in a few frames. We're going to do a little bit of very minimal embellishing. I'm just going to show you how to make the kit. And from that point, you'll be able to do all the things you want. So I scored all the lines to this envelope, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Now you can do it a couple of different ways. One of the things I always suggest is, let's see, is that lining up? It is. So you can score, but you may not have cut it perfectly, which I don't think I did, but that's okay. It's going to be cute anyway. And bring that up a little bit better. Okay. I'll use this one. Okay, that's done. There's that. You could do it like this. And I'm going to go like this and fold that up in the back. You may have to do a little adjustment of cutting or folding to get it to lay perfectly the way you want it. Oh, how cute is that? And then this will be the pocket down in the front. So now you have this envelope. So all you need to do for this is glue. I had already inked all this, but of course I didn't ink the folded edges. So we'll get those after, meaning these edges here. You could put this under this flap if you want it, but I'm going to put it over just because I like it. Notice how I printed on the opposite side? I did that so when you open it, you see that. And that's it. That one is done. And we'll ink it. We'll press it down real good and we'll let that dry. You can put whatever you want in there. You could put this in there. Okay, and then I'll fold this down. Okay, oops, excuse me. And then we'll go like this. And again, that will help hide any folds that aren't perfect or whatever. I like to get all the way around it. That is so cute, that envelope. You could even put some money in that and give it to somebody for a graduation gift or something like that. Put some tags in there, some labels in there. Now I'm going to put in a couple of these pockets. Let's see, do I have this correct? I think I do, so I'm going to score again. Let's go, I have to go out a little because my score line, I didn't have a score line, I needed one. This side too. And don't worry if your score line isn't good. So then you take, after you do that, I'm going to fold these under like this. I don't like it when I fold sometimes and I get this little tiny little thing. You probably can't even see it, can you? I always trim them. Just like a little part of the paper. Okay. You're going to want to ink this before you glue it down into the journal. Got my ink out, my glue. You just want to glue the edge. You do your best to not get it in the pocket itself, because then it'll get stuck and you won't be able to get something in there. This is going to go now. I'll find the spot. Maybe like this, like this. Let's do it back this way. Ah, wait, I forgot to ink it. I was just telling you that, right? Quick, quick. We're just going to ink the front of it. Silly. I'd already inked that edge right there. Okay. And put it about right there. I hope that's where I had it the first time so I don't have sticky. Now we got a little pocket right there. Put that in. This one, you can take a hole punch that out, put a piece of ribbon or twine in there. Let's just put a couple things in there. Okay, tag. This one, we could put a couple of tags in there. We could put ribbon on them if we wanted. You can make your own tag. We might want to, because these are a little bit short. We'll leave those out for now. We can just set this. You can always even glue this down, but then you'll lose that pretty side back there. So we'll just set this somewhere in the book like that. Now we have, I think on this page, we're going to put one of these frames. We have that one, or this one. I think I like this first one, this one. Actually, I like it on that side, and then you could write underneath it if you wanted to. So you won't glue the top. We're going to do the back side here. You're going to come all the way up here like this. I was trying not to get glue on my surface here. I'd already got this inked. We leave the top open so that we can slip a picture or whatever into it. We're going to put this up here like this. Oh, this is nice. We have these dots to kind of line us all up. Okay, so that's ready. And so just to show you what you could do, put something in like that. Okay, so there's one frame, or you could write inside that frame. And we have another fun frame. Not sure where to put this frame. Don't want to use up, want to have room. We'll put it on the back here. So we'll do the same. This is the bottom. Okay. This one, doing frames, probably the other glue with the pointy edge would be better. We'll put this right here. I'm going to put it down lower, just like all that up top. Now that's left open, so you can put something in like that. And then let's do a couple of pockets. We did the long skinny pocket. Let's see, let's do a pocket here. We could do, so we'll do the same with the pocket. We're going to score it. Hope I got this right. I feel like I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I do. All right. Score. My finger's starting to get sticky. Score. Now, let's flip this way because I'm kind of struggling. Okay. Fold them. Fold them towards the back. There's what your pocket will look like. There's the back. We will burnish the edges and we'll ink them before we stick it on. Hide any imperfections we may have in the folding or whatever. Okay, that's done. I'm going to ink it. Trying really hard not to get it on the card. This part of the card. There or there? Oh, here for sure. You never really want to go all the way down to the bottom edge. It's better to just bring it up from down here when you're putting an embellishment. Now that, you could put one of these in. These tickets are pretty fun. We could make a little belly band with these tickets. Or not. I can't decide. I cut a bunch of these. These are fun. These are fun to put like right there. I already forgot where I said I was going to do that. Finally, it's been raining here. We have been in a serious drought. Okay, there's that. Let's put another one. Oh, I love this one. Got sage back there. Let's take Specimen and put it down here. That would look good. And it won't take up too much of our precious writing space. So you just can put those wherever you want, all over the place. That's fun. And we have another pocket. Ooh, let's get that off of that. No. Definitely not there because we already have those birds there. Maybe right there. That would be a good spot for that pocket. Now, once again, we're going to do what I showed you before, how to make the pocket. Okay, so you fold back. Back. A little tiny piece of paper right there. I want to cut my pocket. And then fold it one more time. Ah, see that top? I cut it a little much. Saw it? That's easy to fix. Just go to the fold and cut that. There, fixed. Now lay this down. This paper is got curled up because I accidentally laid it on a piece of real sticky, a sticky mat. And then I had to like kind of peel it off. Okay, that's ready. And then you're just going to ink it. You could even cut that if you wanted for fun, just to give some interest, do something different. Okay. We're going to glue it, not ink it. I just did ink it. Okay. And then there it is right there. I think I said I was going to put that right there, correct? Okay, that pocket's done. So now we did the pockets. We have, oh, look, that one's coming off. Let's get that one again. I need to let this dry. I just wanted to get this video done to show you. I had a request for it, and then I had a super slam day. Of course I did, and my goal was to get this done. I have these cute birds I cut out. You could put more there, but I think I'll stick these birds on one of these fun pages. Right there would be great. Let me glue that. And I did already ink them, even though did I? I think I did. Yeah. No. Okay. Maybe I did some of it, but there we go. I'm going to put them right there. Oh, those are fun. Something about those birds right there. And then we have this, a frame, another pocket. And then you can begin to add your embellishments to it. We have the envelope. We'll put that in the very back. No, right here. And I have all these little components you could put in. You want to let it dry. Let's do a couple of that. Now you can take these bookmarks. So see how that matches? So we won't put him there. We'll put him over there. And you can take these. Oh, I'm going to just freehand this. Punch a hole. No, not that color. We use a piece of plain twine. And I'm going to make a little, you don't want to pull too hard and rip it. Like this. We'll put him in here. Okay. And we have a couple other things we could glue down in there. We have this. We have another frame. Put that frame. That would look fun right there. So I'm going to use this one for the frame. Okay, I'm going to leave open maybe about half of that, maybe. Like that, maybe. Hope I don't regret that, putting that little bit of glue right there. Why I'm going to put this frame here is because then you can write in it if you want. I'm going to eye it up. Makes it easy with the lines. I had already inked the edges of the frame. I cut that out with an X-Acto. I didn't show you that, but that's what I did. We could take this ticket. Oh, look, I printed on the back side. Let's just put it there for now. We could take this little piece, put it down there. I'm going to do one more thing. I wasn't sure if I would have the time, but I do. I took this 2 tags and I didn't cut them out. I left them as one piece. And then I cut these 2 little pieces of paper to go inside of them. And I'm not going to ink these papers, but I'm going to ink that right there. And, oops, sorry. Then I'm going to put this piece of vellum and this little piece of plain paper, and I'm going to put these inside, and I'm just going to staple them down to make a mini journal like that. I'm rounding the corners. I decided to do that. So they're all rounded. I don't like to staple on camera because I get nervous and I never do a very good job. And I'm going to do it this time to show you how I do it. And get that in there just right. Going to get that in there. So see, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. So this is a great, I'm going to do, you could cover the spine. I'm going to put my, oh, I can't believe I did it. I got it. You could cover the outside of the staples with a little piece of ribbon or a little piece of paper, just like we did the journal. So they don't stick out like that. So you can take like this little piece of paper here. I don't throw away scraps till I'm done. This almost works. Or if you had some washi tape, you could put that. Or if you had a little bit of ribbon, which I happen to have. Let me just get the right color. Maybe this pale, kind of a silvery gray I'm going to use. I'm just going to, maybe I'll even make it, I probably won't, but you don't, see, look how small of a piece you need. You can trim it afterwards if you want. And all you're going to do is glue that on. Excuse me. You can ink that too if you want. So now I am going to step out on the wild side and glue that ribbon. Of course, I didn't want to get glue on my table, on my surface, and I just did twice. Okay. It's sticky. And this ribbon has a tendency to move. I'm going to use this little scrap of paper. You could do the paper too. I just thought I'd do something different. Like that. Fold it over. and then you can trim it off. Okay, so now that's done. I don't know if I like that ribbon. I think I probably should have done the paper, but I did the ribbon. So I'm gonna open it up and get that bottom. See that little edge right there? It's cute. It looks good. Now you can slip that in the pocket, or now we can make a belly band, which because this is so long this way, I think I might make the belly band go this way. Well, that would look good there, wouldn't it? So I'm going to take, I was going to use those tickets, but instead I think I'll use this. And if you want, you can fold it. Oh, that's a good idea. You know what? You could fold it right over into that pocket right there, but I think I'm going to put it right here. See what we think. And it's going to hold that little journal. Okay. Can I cut this straight, do you think? I'm going to ink it. Now you don't have to ink anything if you don't want. It's just the way I like to do it. I love the effect the inking has. So it's really personal choice. We say about right there. I didn't quite get that straight. Let's try, it might not have been me on that cut. This one doesn't look straight either, but it'll do for now. And all we're going to do when we ink the belly band is we're just going to get these edges here. This is all you want to get. But you want to use a good, you want to get plenty of glue there, but that's all you want to do. I'm trying to put that pin in with my left hand, and I'm right-handed. Want to keep a little head pin like that on that thing. So it's going to go about right here, maybe right here, a little bit lower. I'm going to put that belly band right there. I did not put it edge to edge. I made it a little shorter because those edges, you think you got it and then you don't. I'm going in too soon to put that, but there you go. And now it's finished. You could wrap a piece of twine or ribbon around it if you wanted. You could glue it down. You could go like this. If you want to keep it closed or not, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. But we finished it. It was fun. It's easy. Have fun.